welcome to my channel. My name is Tamara and here we talk all things social work. I am so sorry I have not uploaded a video in like 3 months. Life has been life and it's been a lot going on, but I have so many video ideas that I plan to bring to you all, so many great updates that I hope can help you all. So today's video we are going to talk about the interview process with the VA. Now everyone's interview process is going to be different, so I'm speaking from my own personal experience. So yours may be different, but when I interviewed with the VA, this is how my process went. If you are interested in that, please continue to watch this video. I'm gonna look down here, old school. I wrote down some notes, and please excuse the handwriting if you can see it, because it is chicken scratch, y'all. It's chicken scratch, you know. Anywho, so first off with my VA interview process. So before I applied to the position, I made sure that my resume tailored the job that I was applying for. I've worked in various aspects of social work, and for this position that I applied for, it was a medical social worker for like inpatient for the hospital. Prior to that, I was a hospital social worker for 3 years. So the majority of my resume had medical social work experience from the hospital. So it was pretty much kind of already tailored to the job, but I also made sure that I put some key words and phrases in there as well. Went to the job description, saw what they were looking for, and I made sure I applied that to the resume. So I did that. And then I, of course, applied to the job on usajobs.com. I will leave that link below. That is where you can go to apply for all of the federal positions. So I applied on usajobs.com. And if you look, it will say when the announcement, which is what the job post is, the announcement is open and when it's closing. Now look at them very closely, because some of them say, let's say it may say that it may close December 31st. And then it may put also, when we get the first 50 or first 150 applicants, we'll close the application. We'll close the announcement. So if it's October 5th and it closes December 31st, but if they get 50 or 100 applications on October 15th, they may close the announcement. So if you see jobs and you're available and you can jump on those jobs and try to apply, please do not wait. You know, I know sometimes, time management, things like that, but if you see it and you're interested, make sure you do apply. So I typed in social work positions and this one popped up. So I just wanted to show you all what the open and close dates and announcements look like. As you can see, the open date is October 6th and the close date is October 16th. Please pay close attention and make sure that you apply prior to the closing date on the announcements. So anyway, I applied. I waited for the announcement to close. In about 2 to 3 weeks, I can't remember because it was about 2 to 3 years ago, I received a call in regards to an interview for the position. And after I received my call, I received a follow-up email in regards to the interview. And when the interview time came, it was actually like a phone interview. We did not do Zoom. I did a phone interview. It lasted about an hour. I had 2 people interviewing me. It was kind of like a panelist interview, and they asked me various questions. I believe it's called the STAR method, and I will leave that link down below. It's a lot of scenario-based questions. What would you do if this happened? How would you handle this scenario? And there are some STAR-based interview questions for like mental health professions. So I will link that down below. But it was a lot of case-by-case like scenario questions. So I did that for about an hour. They asked me if I had any questions for the job, for the position. Please make sure you have at least 1 or 2 questions, please. And if the question that you were going to ask, if they answer it, then say, this was my question, but you already answered it, so thank you. But at least try to have a couple of questions prior to the interview that you can ask. Thank them for the opportunity to interview, and that's what I did. And then about, I want to say 2 or 3 days later, I can't remember y'all, but I think it was 2 to 3 days, it was not that long, I received an email with an offer for the position. So that is what happened. I received my email. I think I had 24 or 48 hours to accept the offer, but as soon as I seen it, I did accept the offer. So yeah, that was pretty much how it went. This was like a really quick, fast video because I saw someone ask me to talk about the interview process. Now, a lot of social workers that I know now, some of their interviews are through Zoom. Well, do these? No, they do Microsoft Teams. I'm sorry. They do Microsoft Teams. So some interviews happen through Microsoft Teams. Like I said, my interview was a phone interview, and it was like an hour, but it was like a conversation, scenario-based questions, and it went pretty fast. The hour seemed like it went by really fast. So please make sure you allot enough time to do your interview. You don't want to, let's say if you're at work and you're like, oh, I have 30 minutes. Let me do this interview in 30 minutes, and it goes longer. You know, make sure you have enough time. If you have to say, let me take an earlier time slot so I can talk to my job and just go to work later, or maybe I can get off earlier so I can do this interview. Make sure you allot yourself enough time to have the interview. Look over the questions so that you can kind of mentally prepare yourself on some questions they may ask. Relax and do whatever you have to do to get yourself together prior to the interview. Know that you are your own expert. You're an expert in your field. You got this. You can do it. If you feel like you have kind of nervousness in regards to interviewing, maybe ask someone to kind of ask you some questions. Watch some YouTube videos on interviewing. Do whatever you need to do to kind of calm yourself, relax your mind. I had I think a week prior to kind of just mentally prepare myself and get myself together for the interview, but it was also over the phone, which to me I think it was kind of less nervousness on my part because it was over the phone. So I feel like it's different than being on camera. But yeah, that's how my interview process went with the VA. It really, honestly, it was not too bad for me. Like I said, I was interviewing for a medical social work position, which is what I was doing for years. So I just knew it, even though once I transitioned into my VA position, a lot of stuff was different compared to civilian side. Or should I say civilian, or just the regular, the community hospital versus the VA hospital. It was a little different. There was some similarities, but there was also some differences. And after this video, I am going to make a video on a day in the life of a VA social worker when I was a medical social worker for the VA. So if you are interested in that, please stay tuned for that video. It will be coming out probably within the next week or so. So anyway, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to grow my community. I'm so sorry, y'all, that I have not been posting, but I'm back. I'm going to start posting some more videos, some more engagement, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.